Good evening, everybody. We want to welcome you to another edition of Golf After Hours with Mike and Dave and the Texas Golf Insider, coming to you live and in color from TGI Studios in parts unknown. I'm broadcasting live myself. This is going to be, we're all over the place. I'm at Travis Air Force Base, which is halfway between Sacramento and San Francisco, out here on the Grow Golf Around the World Tour. And our special guest host tonight, until we find Ratchman, is kind of like one of those Where's Waldo things when we were growing up. We have our North Texas correspondent and one of my golfing buddies of the golf squad, who we shot that smooth 59 the other day, Joe Valentino. Joe, what's going on?
Oh, Big Wavy, what's going on?
Well, we got a really, really good show tonight. We're going to go out to the Bayou or down to the Bayou and talk with Mike Skiba. He's the director of golf at the Bayou. And folks, if you haven't played there, you got to bring a lot of golf balls. There is a lot of water. And then we're going to be talking to Robert Fajardo. He's got this great tournament that's going to be coming up very, very soon. And it's called the Healing the Children Charity Golf Tournament. And you don't want to miss that. We'll talk all about that and what the cause is for, folks. And you want to stay tuned to that. But first, we got to hit the news. I mean, Joe, the Masters, is it going to be a washout?
Well, they say don't even turn your TV on. Usually it's 8 o'clock. They said don't turn it on until at least 10 tomorrow. So
at least 10 o'clock.
Yeah, they're going to be getting, you know what? They're going to be getting a lot of rain, 1.5 inches tonight. And that's going to slow them down at preparing the course. It also is going to make Tiger have to do 36 holes in a day and a half, which I don't know. That's a lot of walking. He's shaking.
Well, folks, you guys who are picking Tiger and the one and done, you still got time to take him off. I know what your pipe dream is, that he, like, what did he say the other day on TV? If all the stars come together, I think I have one more in me.
Well,
guess what? You just got a lunar eclipse.
Yeah, they're not together this for tomorrow. So to play 36 holes in a day and a half walking, I've already taken him out of one of my pools. So because Zalatoris said he was hitting the ball so good the other day. He was out driving Zalatoris, and I said, okay, in one of my pools that I'm in, I said, sure, I can pick Tiger down in the 5th tier. But no, I told him he won't be able to make it.
Good job. And all of us who are in the one and done, folks, don't forget, you got until early in the morning to get your pick in. You don't want the commissioner to slap you with the hammer or have a no card on there. A couple of guys have had a couple lately. But, Joe, guess what?
What?
I'm in the top 10 finally of the one and done.
Oh, okay. Well, Ratch has been picking them right and left too. Shoot, man.
I know he's been picking the guys I've been picking. That's the problem.
Oh. Hey, is that a B-52 doing touchdowns behind you? You're at Travis.
There's something behind me. Yes, I'm at Travis. Yes.
Yeah. We used, like I told you on Friday, we used to sit there and just watch them do their touch and goes.
Yeah, it's a wonderful base out here. The golf course is very beautiful. On my Facebook page, when I showed up, I mean, my first couple of hours here is like, why wouldn't you play this? I mean, you've got a great golf course in great condition, and you're paying $40 to play this golf course, and there's no tax. And they are open to the guests. But the funny part is when you're playing a lot of our Air Force Base courses, you get an air show to go along with it daily. I mean, These guys are going left and right, and it's kind of fun to watch them just, like I'm sitting inside right now looking out this big glass window, and one's just flying on the other side of the palm trees like it's just, it's nothing out here.
Yeah, like I told you, we used to watch the touch and goes. So, hey, do you have Guam on your schedule?
No, they are not part of us anymore. The Navy is running those guys. My next thing is next week. I'll be broadcasting live from Edwards, which is in the middle of the desert. I'm going to fly down to LA, take the drive, and we're going to go to Edwards Air Force Base. I have Alaska on tap for August.
Uh-huh.
and we're going to grow golf around the world. And I might end up in Korea, Japan. Um, how would they say that? Most tick. We just we don't know yet, so we'll figure that one out as well.
So who's your pick for the Masters?
I'm going to pick Jon Rahm. I'm going to be out front, folks, and tell you Jon Rahm. I know all the bad press that's been with him about ever since he went to the the B League. He hasn't really played. I mean, he's played like 5-6 rounds. They don't take it as serious because they know they got the guaranteed check. But there's just something about Jon Rahm in the Masters last year. Brooksy was my backup. He is my backup because I mean Brooksy's been doing wonderful.
Boy, you're going all LIV, huh?
Well, this is the only time we get to pick these guys.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
true.
almost had last week's winner. I was like, I almost picked Bahita or whatever, Harry Abada. I was watching the week before and I said I should pick this guy, and then I went with a sentimental favorite of Matt Kuchar, and that one just didn't do well for me. But I've been listening to all the reports, and with the weather, I took that into who's hurt, who's not.
Yeah.
DeChambeau always having problems and stuff. So who did you pick for, or are you going to have
You know what?
I
I watched him at the Valero on TV, and I just saw him. He even smiled when he missed the putt. Hideki's my pick. Hideki's playing great, and he's
I
ready
like
to.
Hideki.
Yeah,
Former champion.
yeah. He's a. What did he win 3 years ago or something like that? But
A couple, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got him as my sleeper pick, and in the pools that I'm in, I've picked Scheffler in one of them, and Scotty's still playing good. I didn't pick any live boys, so.
Well, I figured I'll use a couple of them now.
Yeah, that's
Brooksy
a good.
would be good for the U.S. Open. But I'm not picking Phil anymore. I was one of his biggest supporters until he went dark. So I don't, even though he came in second place last year at the Masters with an incredible final round, and hats off to him. He hasn't done anything since. I mean, when everybody's beating you on the Live Tour, that's just.
Oh, did you see a picture of Phil at the dinner last night, the Champions dinner?
No. I was on a plane. I started my journey at 4:30 in the morning from San Antonio and got here at 4:00 in the afternoon.
Whoa, where'd you stop?
I had more delays than the Masters. Let's put it this way. Planes were delayed all over the place.
Wow. Well, because of the weather, I mean, the storms were terrible here, as you know.
It was kind of like when Ratchman was at the Bev Cart the other day. It was just stuck in neutral, and we just couldn't get him out. And I finally got here, and it was like, you know what? I'm going to bed. That was a long day.
Long day. Well, it looks like next week I'll be going solo to the LPGA. That's okay. I'm going to leave on Tuesday so I can do their pro-am on Wednesday.
And, you're going to run into Amy Alcott. She was on the show. She did a really great job on the show. We're going to have her again.
Yep.
I learned a lot about her. She was one of my 4 LPGA Hall of Famers I want to meet. I always wanted to meet Amy Alcott, of course. I met Nancy Lopez, so there I've got 2 out of them. I wanted to meet Betsy King. I think she's premier. And I always wanted to meet Joanne Carner, Big Mama. For some reason, I think that woman is just totally awesome sauce.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll run into Amy next week. That's why I'm going in for Wednesday. Because Wednesday they'll talk to you and everything. So Thursday they don't talk to you. They're busy, especially with a major. So I look forward to.
It's their job. It's their job.
Yeah. I don't know. They can't beat Korda.
No, Nelly. I saw the highlights the other day. We had a South Texas PGA Prestige Tour event at Fredericksburg, the shootout in the hills, and I didn't get to see the final round. So when I turned it on TV, they were showing Bata. He was the first person to go through the drive, chip, and putt, and then win.
Yeah.
And be able to go back to an Augusta National, like 10 years later. So that was a big deal. And then they were showing the Texas Open again, and then I went to the Masters highlights. I did not get to see it, but you know what? 4 in a row. That's
Four in a
awesome.
row. 4 in a row. And you know what? She came back. She wasn't leading it.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, I'm impressed with her. Hopefully, I'll be able to say hi to her on Wednesday because that's that's the day that they'll at least talk to you. And I don't know if my buddy Art will be down there, but he can get me into anywhere.
He probably will be. Art, especially with Texas, things happening in Texas.
Yeah, and a major.
Oh yeah, it's big stuff for the state of Texas to hold a major.
A major tournament. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Mike said that he's got something to do, and he might not be able to join me. So just like tonight.
Well, he's got to work once in a while. I might get sick and accidentally. Well, I'm here, but I'm thinking, you know what? In September, I might come down with Skip Workaholis and end up at the Solheim Cup and see them all together.
Where's the Solheim Cup this year?
It's going to be at Robert Trent Jones Golf Course in Gainesville, Virginia.
Oh, that would be fun. I've been Ryder Cup up in Minnesota, and a couple years back, and that was phenomenal. I didn't think I'd want to go to the Ryder Cup, but I did, and it was great. So
yeah, it's September 10th through the 15th.
Well, you might have to be sick. Look at that. You're already planning your sickness.
Yes. Kind of like that other one that got planned and sent out to us. But you know what? It's 152 days, 14 hours, and 19 minutes till the first tee goes in the ground. So, but I'm not counting when I'm going to get sick.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you just have to get sick. I mean, I've been part of that before. So now I don't have to get sick. I can just go. It's great.
Yeah, I know. And I'll be on the retirement plan one of these days, but I'm enjoying right now growing golf around the world. How are you doing in the one and done, by the way?
You know what? Probably 20th or something. I did the last, whoa, what happened?
We're here.
Oh, okay. The last 3 or 4.
I see you.
My guys have just taken a hitter, So, I mean, last week I had Corey Connors, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm making cuts, but I'm getting $67,000 or 67,000 points. Corey Connors supposed to win the darn thing.
Won 2 out of 3, and
then took a hitter
down on the weekend, huh?
He laid me down, baby. And everybody that I've been making cuts. I think I've only missed 2 cuts this year, but that does. Shoot. If I pick somebody,
well, hopefully Hideki does good for you this week.
You know
like
what?
I said,
he was so much fun. I'm sorry. He was so much fun watching him play last week at Valero when he was smiling. He smiled.
Yes, and smiling is a good thing for him. I'm trying to bring it up right now. I had this for you. Dun 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 dun, because we only got about a minute left, folks, but I want to give out some numbers to everybody. Scotty Scheffler is plus 450 if you're gambling. Rory at 1,100. John Rahm also at 1,100. Xander Schauffele, 1,400 to 1. Your guy Hideki, 2,000 to 1. He goes with Brooks, and Jordan Spieth is 2,200 to 1. And Tiger Woods there was a lot of digits to 1 when I was looking at. I couldn't add that high. Yeah. I mean, that'd be worth a $10 bet because that would probably get me about $1,300 if you actually won.
Yeah. Were you able to catch any of the par 3 today?
Yes, I thought it was so cute with everybody's kids running around in those little caddy things. I thought that was so awesome.
It was great. And you know what? It was a very relaxing time for everybody. And I actually watched part of it, and I enjoyed it. So I know the players enjoyed it and the families enjoyed it. So the Masters.
I think that's the cool part about it, and I'm glad they do that. And Matter of fact, to celebrate things like that this year, the Air Force on May 6th for National Golf Day, we're going to do a par 3 golf tournament. So that's 53 courses around the world playing a par 3, and all the holes are at 100 yards.
Oh, cool.
So well, we're going to do that.
That's
so,
what
hey,
Ratch,
let's take it.
That's what Ratch was doing.
Well, he didn't listen to Amy and myself last week when we said fast play makes fast friends. Let's just put it that way, okay?
Okay.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We got to pay some bills, and then we're going to catch up with Mike Skiba, who is the head professional director of golf at the Bayou, and that's in Texas City. Great golf course. Folks, we'll be right back. You're listening to Joe and Dave, Golf After Hours.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the Hill Country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the Hill Country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back to Golf After Hours with Mike and Dave. I am your host for the night, the main host. Mike is out and about. Something happened, and he's taking care of that. But we got a special co-host tonight, the man, the myth, the legend from North Texas finest, Joe Valentino. And we're going to get right to it, folks. If you haven't picked up the latest edition of the Texas Golf Insider magazine right here, you will see one of the premier courses right out of Texas City. It is the Bayou. And if you have not played the Bayou, folks, you need to put it on the list and bring some golf balls. No, Mike will sell you golf balls. Just bring yourself. Of course, I'm on down there. And it so happens to be on the other line, we have the head professional and director of golf, friend of ours, Mike Skiba. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, this is Joe. How you doing?
Good, Joe. And yourself?
Oh, it's been really bad weather up here in the Dallas area, so it's nice to be having a roof over my head.
I hear you there. We actually just got a little bit of bad weather last night and this morning ourselves. We got about 2 inches of rain from 10 p.m. until about 10 a.m. this morning. So we got a little bit of that as well.
How did the
I
golf
was going
course?
to ask you if you were part of that storm that went through that clobbered Louisiana. I mean, you're just right there.
Yeah, yes, sir. We got about 2 inches of it last night, and man, the winds got up to, I think, gusts over 40 miles an hour. So it was blowing pretty hard. And but we had our senior scramble this morning. You know, they showed up this morning and they were ready to rock and roll at 8:30. So we still got that in, and you know, it was cart pass only. But you know, all that wind today that we had helped dry the course up, and we're hopefully going to be already 90-degree tomorrow. So we're happy about that. It dried up pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, the Masters is hoping they're expecting 1.5 inches, and they're hoping it'll dry up quick. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think the Masters have that nice drainage system with the air coolant system underneath the greens. I think they might have but if you're playing the Masters lift clean in place, that kind of takes a little out of the realm. But we were discussing earlier, Mike, what do you think about Tiger Woods' chance now even making the cut when you've got to walk 36 holes in a day and a half?
Man, that might be pretty tough on the old guy. But you know, he's got the experience and he's got the knowledge out there that, you know, nobody else really has. You know, I saw his interview the other day, and you know, they're always asking him, "Do you think you can win? Do you think you can win?" And his answer is always, "Well, of course. You know, I always think I'm capable of winning, but it's really all dependent on how my back holds up." And you know, I hope back in 2019, I believe it was when he won. I think we all couldn't help but almost draw a tear. You know, it was emotional for any golf fan, Tiger fan. It was awesome stuff. So I would love to see him make it number 6. I think he's already got 5 Masters.
Yeah, it would be 6, but it's going to be a tough task with him having to walk 36 holes in a day and a half.
Well,
that'll be
Tiger's good for the
brutal.
game.
Yeah.
He's really good for the game. Hey, let's get to the course. How's everything going with the course? You know, as you know, we've been discussing and visiting with you over the last couple of years. You know, the pandemic, one of the best golf programs ever, unfortunately, but it's brought a lot of people out to the golf courses. And how are y'all doing out there?
We're doing really well, and you're exactly right. You know, COVID was kind of a blessing in disguise for the golf industry, and ever since then, we really hit the ground running. We continue to book probably between 25 and 30 tournaments a year if you include high school tournaments. I mean, we got a lot of tournaments going on out there. Course is in good shape. Greens are rolling well. You know, we're really starting to see new faces with us being really close to Galveston Island. You know, for folks who are out of town who want to go play Moody Gardens and they want to play a couple of places throughout the weekend or whenever they're down, you know, they always seem to find us on their radar screens and they're coming out to play. And, you know, they really enjoy our course. It's a different kind of course. You know, it's I like to almost call it half traditional, half links course because it is open. It's really windy. It's not super long, but things are going well at Bayou Golf Course right now. Our rounds and revenue continue to increase every single year. Last year we were up about 18%, I believe, on both. So that was really, really good for us. And we're just going to continue to try to operate as usual and keep the ball rolling.
Well, you know, you got
the windy part.
The windy part. This is Texas, Joe. Come on, man.
You know what?
Wind, and that means something's coming.
Yeah, that's true. Or temperatures are changing. So, but otherwise, the golf course sounds great. I haven't been down.
Sir.
Yeah, I hadn't been down to play it.
Oh man, you need to come down. We also, we also got a 9-hole pitch and putt course. We got a first tee program out there, and it's grown to I think it's almost up to 80 kids now. So we got a Wednesday class at 4:30 p.m. that lasts till 6, and then we have 3 different classes on Saturday from 9 to 10, 10 to 11, and 11 to 12, and that program has just gone through the roof, and it's really good. It's really good for the course. With us being a city-owned golf course, the mayor, Dedrick Johnson, all our commissioners, they really like seeing all the families and kids out there, and it's really good for the course. It's good for the city of Texas City as well. We like to see happy faces out there and continue to get that program to grow.
Well, it's a very important program. One of my missions in Air Force Golf is to grow the ecosystem of golf. Started at a young age, get them into the middle school, the high school, whether they become an airman or a soldier, but they go on in life and they end up being a veteran, retired, to that effect. And to see that you've got a program like the First Tee, which not only teaches golf, but it gives you life skills. And I think that's very important. One of the things you'll see this in the replay is I always hold my phone up in some of my junior briefings, and I tell them it's time to get the kids off the screens and get them on the greens.
I love that. Absolutely. No doubt.
Joe?
Well, I'm just saying 80 is a pretty good number to have down there. And the First Tee is always a good way to start. Teaching them, like Dave said, etiquette and etiquette in life. And Mike, that I teach and watching these kids and watching them grow. And the First Tee is up here is huge also, and it's great to see the young kids in the game. So
it really is.
Yeah, and they're learning etiquette. I mean, which will follow them throughout their lives. I think Dave just did a cycle of life in a minute and a half.
Well, that's my goal. I'm in the fourth quarter of my life, but not the 2-minute warning. I'm going to give back everything I can. If it's to the kids or the retirees, let's rock and roll it, babe.
That was great, man. You were talking, and all of a sudden I just felt the clips go right through my life. My 72 years, I'm going, holy Toledo. But I don't get down to Houston area very often. I'm up here in Dallas, but I am going to go down to the girls' LPGA next week. So I'm looking forward to going to the Woodlands and just following the girls for 2 or 3 days. That's
at Carlton Woods, right? Carlton Woods?
Is it Carlton Woods? I'll have to look it up. I'm pretty sure it's at the Woodlands, but I don't. Yeah, because I got to get a hotel down there for a couple of days, and I know that's gonna.
And I'm going to be coming to see you, Mike. I think in October we've got to. We're going to be going on a cruise, and I told him we need to go down a day early. There's some golf courses down there we need to play before we get on the ship, and I was telling my best friend about your golf course, and it would be a great way to just go from there and then just go get some margaritas and chill out for 5 days on the ocean. So it looks like we're planning a trip to come visit you.
Yes, absolutely. Please. And, Mike Ratchman actually came down for the Chamber of Commerce tournament, the Texas City Chamber of Commerce tournament last year. And that is the last week of September. It's a 2-day tournament. It's on a Wednesday and Thursday. And, you were talking about a little bit ago before we got on the show about how you were involved in a 140-player tournament. This is a 144-player double shotgun 2-day event. We got a 7:30 shotgun on Wednesday, a 1 o'clock shotgun on Wednesday, and then the same thing the following day on Thursday. It's like a 576-player event in 2 days with 25 to 30 vendors out there and good food, good drink, good everything. I mean, we just actually finished up something very close to that. We had a Dow United Way golf tournament, and that was a one-day tournament, and there was like, I believe, 244 players in that. Same thing, vendors everywhere, happy faces. Golf course was in good shape, and we host, like I said, about 25 to 30 tournaments a year. But the Dow, we call it the Dow Winter Golf Classic, and the Tech City Chamber of Commerce golf tournament are our two biggest tournaments of the year, and those are just phenomenal golf tournaments. It's just a really cool.
Mike, I feel another cold coming on in September. I think the cold is coming on in September.
That
seems
like
sure I'm not TDY.
That seems like an
make sure
awful
I'm
lot
not
of
TDY.
Absolutely, it is.
Send Ratchman the information.
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Send it to him. You know what? I'm feeling a cough coming on for September already. I can go directly from the Solheim Cup to your tournament. I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah, I'll be playing by then, so maybe Mike can put together a team, huh?
I think I'm coming up with that new disease called a lot of golfinitis, and I'm gonna have to come see Mike, the doctor down in Texas City. It's just a long trip, but somebody's gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
So speaking of the golf course,
like
talk about the rates. What's going on with y'all with rate wise?
Absolutely, yes. So Monday through Friday, we charge $33 for 18 holes and half a cart. Our senior rate is $28 for 18 holes and half a cart. And then we have a super twilight every day. I'll get into the weekend rates here in a minute, but every day we have a super twilight rate of $20 with cart, all you can play after 4 o'clock. Can't beat that deal. It's the best deal in Houston, Texas. I guarantee it. Maybe in the whole state of Texas. Yeah, you can't beat it. And then our rates on the weekend is $39 for 18 holes and half a cart. Our senior rate is $36 for 18 holes, half a cart. Excuse me. And on the weekend, we do have a twilight at 2 o'clock, which is $30 for 18 holes and half a cart. And again, like I said, every day, Monday through Sunday, once you hit that 4 o'clock tee time and after, $20 with cart, all you can play. Best deal I've ever seen.
That's Masters pricing.
No doubt. No doubt.
You're still looking for that $1.50 sandwich, aren't you there, Joe?
I'm looking at my egg sandwich for $1.50.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
No, those are great. Those are great rates, and you got your golf course full with rates like that, I assume.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I say, rounds continue to go up. We're for example, on Good Friday, I think we did like 256 players in one day, and that was just, a madhouse. It's like we have a 75 cart fleet. We had to have a few people wait for a few minutes because we ended up running out of cards for maybe a 10 or a 15 minute span. That's how busy we were, but that's what we love to see. We love to get everybody out and get as many people on the golf course as we can. And I'll also talk, if it's okay, if y'all have time, I'll go ahead and kind of chime in about our memberships as well.
This is all you. Ratchman is not on, so there are no limits.
Okay, you got it. So we have a couple of different types of memberships.
Okay.
We have a senior membership, which is $750 for the year. If you're a Texas City resident, it's $700 a year. You get a $50 discount. Now, I'll go ahead and go over what that includes and doesn't include. So that includes all your range balls. It includes the pitch and putt golf course, which is a par 3 course that's 9 holes that where the holes range anywhere from 62 to 82 yards, I believe. And that's included in your membership. It's a walk-only course, but it's good for you to work on your short game. You don't really have to walk very far when the holes are only 60 to 80 yards. It does include your green fees as well. The only thing it does not include is a cart fee, which is only $15 each time you rent one. So pretty good deal. Now, if you are not a senior, it's $1,100 And if you're a Tech City resident, it's $1,050. And then we do have a family, we call it a family membership, but really it's a two-person membership, but it's really the bang for your buck. For non-seniors, it's $1,650, $1,650. And for seniors, it is $1,125. So it's actually much cheaper there as well. So really you're only adding on that next member for just a couple hundred extra bucks. And like I say, you get unlimited range balls. Your green fees are covered. The only thing you're paying for is a cart fee, which is actually a 9-hole cart fee rate for our members is $11. 18 holes is $15. So really you're only paying, if you're playing 18 holes, you're only paying $15 each round that you're playing to play golf. And you get unlimited range tokens. It's really a really good deal if you're looking to play a lot of golf.
Boy, that's
Mike,
very,
I've
very
been in this
competitive.
business. I've been in this business since 1988, and I want to thank you because you are true in being an affordable golf course. That and because when the pandemic hit, a lot of guys did that dynamic pricing and price things out of people's league. But to have a quality golf course like yours at a very affordable price and showing the value and you're seeing that, getting the people out there, that's the way to grow the game right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Thanks a
that's
lot
our goal.
Thanks for having great pricing. That's amazing. So even the membership pricing are crazy. So good luck with that, Mike.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, Mike, we've got to wrap things up. Can you give us a quick website and how people can get a hold of you, maybe book it online, and we'll help spread the word. Like I said, got the front cover right here in the Texas Golf Insider, folks. You pick it up all the golfing facilities around the state of Texas. What a gorgeous picture. Where can we find that info?
Yes, sir. So I'll go ahead and start off with our Pro Shop phone number. You can always call us at 409-739-9622. Call us and make a tee time, or you can go online to Golf Now. And our website is actually ran by Golf Now. You can go to BayouGC.com, or you can go to Golf Now and book online there. And it's very, very easy to do so. Or again, I'll go ahead and repeat that again in case you didn't catch the phone number. Or you can call us at our Pro Shop at Bayou Golf Course at 409-739-9622.
Mike, we appreciate you taking some time out. As a golf professional myself, I know how busy you are this time of year. Our season is in. When they're off, we're on. Thanks for coming in. And I look forward to getting down there before I get on my ship in October.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Have a great evening. Folks, that was Mike Skiba. He is the head professional and director of golf at the Bayou in Texas City. You got to make the trip down there. Also, if you want to know more about it, pick up the front cover of the Texas Golf Insider. They are our lead story. Joe and I are going to be back in just a second. Again, we got to pay a few more bills, and we still got a search party out for Waldo, better known as Ratchman. We'll find him in a few. Folks, you're listening to Joe and Dave, Golf After Hours. We'll be right back. Time to get another cold one.
There's something that binds us all. The joy of connecting on and off the course.
Get there.
The way a little heckle can be just the push you need.
Get there?
A love language marked by admiration and respect. We're all bound by two words, said by golfers worldwide. Get there. Visit us at your local Edwin Watts Golf Shops or shop online at worldwidegolf.com. Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway
and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay-and-play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.bcgc.golf. That's bcgc.golf.
Old friend, our hearts know you. You welcome us with open arms. Your stories are our favorites to retell. And you love surprising us with new ones. Our family treasures these moments with you and your sugar white sand.
Welcome back, everybody, to Golf After Hours with Mike and Dave. Sitting in for Mike tonight, we have our managing man. I don't have a managing editor. He just manages things in North Texas. Joe, I know you can't spell. I watched you try to write 4 down the other day at the golf tournament, end up being a 3. I think we did make that birdie. Yeah. Joe Valentino's with us, but we have a special guest. We want to get right to him, folks. Phenomenal man. I just heard his story, and it hits me in the heart because I am in the golf world. Everybody knows that I am one of the biggest guys in junior golf, and I love junior golf. I love the juniors, and there's something coming up called the Healing the Children Charity Golf Tournament, and our special guest that's going to close out the show is Dr. Roberto Fajardo. I hope I got that one right.
Perfect.
And he's going to be visiting with us. Did I get it?
You got it. You nailed it.
Well done, Dave.
Yeah, well done.
Roberto Fajardo. I could have done it that way, but then, Joe, you might have not understood what I said. So we're going to go with the English version.
I was going to say Dr. Roberto.
Believe me, with my mom being from Mexico, I know how to roll my R's when I need to. So.
Okay, well, like I said,
I only use it sparingly, but Dr. Fajardo, thank you for coming on our show. You've got this great tournament coming up, Healing the Children Charity Golf Tournament. Tell us about it. What's behind it? Where are we going with it? And how can we be part of it?
Dave, thanks a lot. Joe, thank you very much for having me. Yeah. And don't worry, Joe, growing up, I heard every version of my last name. So
that's why I kept it at Roberto.
I'm well versed at rolling with it. Thanks for asking, Dave. Our charity golf tournament is called the Clubs and Scrubs for Kids. This will be our 8th year of doing it, and it all is about raising money for kids, both locally and across the pond in Colombia. For us, for those in Colombia, they're kids who are born with deformity. That's either a cleft palate, a cleft lip, an ear deformity called a microtia, where it looks like a little cherry tomato with a little hole in it. It's really doesn't look like an ear whatsoever. And then club foot and hip dysplasia. These are kids with few resources, born with these conditions, no fault of their own. So limited access to health insurance or to treatment. And this will be our 29th year of doing this, where we go down with a real expert team of surgeons we're bigger than that, but let's just start off there. And it was started 29 years ago by my father, who was a civil engineer. He passed away in 2020 from COVID. But the short story there is he was traveling between Colombia and the United States. He was at a gate ready to jump on a plane, and a little boy named Juanito walked up to him. A lot of deformity of his face. Really couldn't speak, but he attracted himself to my father, would pantomime at him. And my father, again, a civil engineer, not a person of medicine, really had a weak stomach. He didn't like the sight of blood. He didn't like the sight of deformity. And he felt really bad. He wanted to get out of there. And so when they called first class boarding the plane and he was in the economy, he jumped on the plane as fast as he could. Well, fate would have it, God would have it, that where do you think the kid sat?
Right next to him.
Right next to him. Right next to him. And my dad, with weak stomach and everything, was feeling bad, and just he told me the story. He was asking for forgiveness in his head, praying for forgiveness for the way he felt. Turns out that the kid was going between countries for surgeries, sponsored by the group Healing the Children, which is our group. He had 3 chaperones, and my father spent the next 3 hours on the plane talking to the chaperones. 13 months later, first medical mission to his town in Colombia. And here we are 29 years later, and we've done over 4,700 free surgeries, thousands of hours of speech therapy, hundreds and hundreds of hours of dental work for these kids, and much, much more. And so this is what we're doing. We raise money to help these kids and try to bring a smile and some love to kids who otherwise go through a lot, right? Not just their deformity, but the bullying that they get in school for looking different, sounding different. And so this is a labor of love, but we have a lot of fun. We played at the Silverhorn Golf Club on April 20th.
Oh, okay. That's coming up.
Yes, sir.
So
it'll be April 20th at the Silverhorn Golf Club. So we're about a week and a half away. Registrations are still open. We've got some good registration numbers going, but you know what? It's always good to have more people, have fun. As you would expect for a charity golf tournament, we use a scramble format. And then out there on the golf course, we'll have a lot of fun things going on. We'll have one hole. Anybody who hits the hole in one on a par 3 is going to get a $10,000 reward. Out on the 18th, we'll have the longest drive. The winner of the longest drive will get a custom club fitting from Club Champion. And we've got other things going on out there and some great raffle. So we're really looking forward to it. And it's run by a bunch of people who love this stuff. Faculty, physicians.
Do you need some sponsors, or are you still looking for teams? What can we do to help get the word out?
Yeah, I think at this point, teams have more people out there. We always want more. Last year, we did a great job. We were up at about 90 such players, which for us, 8 years into it, and kind of a niche organization, right? But we've been putting a lot of effort into it. And our main thing is this: let's make sure that the people who spend an afternoon with us have a great time. And let's treat them like kings and queens. And that's what we do. A bunch of students, a bunch of faculty members, all who really want to help kids. That's what we do. So teams mainly. We have a donation page for folks who want to donate, and we can prop it up after the show. I think we have the QR codes and the logos and the URLs. But it really is about just helping kids, and we do so locally as well. So we're here in San Antonio, right? And so it's one thing to look across the pond, but you always got to take care of kids in your backyard. And just like you said, you're big into the juniors, and you want to give. It doesn't matter who they are. You want to give them every opportunity to be successful, have a smile, and feel loved. So what we do as a team, we also work really hard to support local organizations that help kids. And there's one in particular that we really love called Child Safe. And Child Safe is a child advocacy center here in San Antonio. Amazing people. If a kid makes a cry of neglect or abuse, then Child Safe legally can swoop in and offer them a lot of services, help them get in a safe place. And unfortunately, I don't want to bring us down or anything here, but San Antonio has the highest rate of neglect and abuse in the state of Texas. And so it's really important. We've raised about $23,000 worth of toys and candy and stuff donations for them. So it's really cool. Really cool stuff.
Wow. Well, good for you. A lot of good things that your organizations are doing with the money that you're receiving, but plus your doctors going down there to do surgeries and stuff is amazing.
Yeah. So, Joe, what's amazing, I've done it for 20 years, but I'll always point my credit to my father, because he made a huge impact on me and a lot of people. But, when you're doing these things, it's all about the people who you're teamed up with. And he managed to create such a wonderful thing that we just keep making better. But half of the team that goes down with us have been with us for over 20 years.
Wow. Well, they're getting some self-gratification from doing
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
And they're probably making good friends with the locals down there, plus the other doctors.
I would say that's exactly right. We take students so they get training, and we plant the seed of service to, in the name of what's good and right. We should all be doing something to help each other out. And then our ability to support, we're these quiet supporters of our friends down south.
Wow.
We don't want to be in front. We want them to be in front, but for them to count on us that we'll always be there to help them out and help the kids out. And I would say that we're like the seasons. They can expect us to come just like you can expect the fall or the summer to come 29 years later.
Wow. Well, make sure you give us all the information, for the donation part.
Yeah.
And also the tournament.
I'm looking through all the stuff I've got right now. He's talking because, one of the things before my mom had passed away, she said, son, you only can do one thing in life. Go make a difference in someone else's. And just listening to your story and in a couple of, brief minutes, that just listening to you, not being an MD, being a PhD, which is like totally awesome, and stuff like that. I mean, you've got my heart turning right now. I wish I wouldn't be here in California on that day, but because I'm serving our airmen.
Oh, fantastic!
But I will be getting the word out for you, and I know Mike will too. Folks, Saturday, April 20th, Silverhorn Golf Club, 1:30 shotgun start. 4-player team, $700. That's cheap, and it's not about the money; it's about where it goes to. A great cause, because one of the things you were talking about that really tugs my heart is the mental aspects of it. And you talk about the bullying and some of the other things, and as old as Joe and I and Ratch are, and we've gone through a couple of our issues ourselves, there's another part that people don't get, and that is the mental stage that's after a surgery or an impact of something that has happened. And when I was looking at your page, and y'all have that mental health pilot program going on that helps them with the post procedures, I think that is just as important as anything else. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And it's something that I think several on our team have been thinking about and trying to figure out a way. Then, as a chance and God would have it, somebody fell into my lap who is from the little town we work in, and she's a clinical psychologist. And I just said, let's do this, because that mental health side, great to have a physical change, but let's get them confident and self-esteem. I agree with you completely, Dave. I think it's an excellent point, and we're really excited about that.
Phone numbers,
awesome.
Donations.
I'm sorry?
What's the website and everything for your donations? Because we're running, I guess, short.
Well, the producer gave me the finger, but I gave it back to him and asked this one's pulling at my heart, even though I'm, 1,500 miles away in California. California. This is
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
So, unfortunately, well, like the easiest way to find us is probably through our Instagram page because the URL, the web address is really long and I don't want to confuse everybody, but our group is called healingthechildren.co on Instagram. And in there, if you go to the bio page, you will immediately get linked to the tournament. And at the tournament, there's the donation page. So,
that's the easiest and quickest way.
That's the easiest and quickest way. There's also called on Facebook, it's HTC for Healing the Children, and then Neiva, which is the town, NEIVA. And that will also take you to the link that way.
What's your Facebook? Because I'm not on Instagram.
Yeah, so HTC.
HTC, or Healing the Children.
And then the second word there is Neiva, NEIVA.
Okay, I'll friend you up.
Yeah, do so, please. And then that's kind of the way it works. And, you know, like I said, I would call us a getting better every year mom and pop operation. It's our compass points in the direction of helping kids, and everything else after that is what we do.
Congratulations,
Dr. Fajardo, you're doing a wonderful job again. You tugged at my heart during this interview, reading over the stuff. It's this powerful thing, and we thank you because you guys are the unsung heroes on some of the things that people don't even think about in their daily lives. And not only having the golf tournament to support, but what you do day in and day out is totally awesome.
Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Joe. And Dave, I love hearing that you're out there supporting it sounds like you're supporting our military.
Yes, I am one of the golf professionals for the Air Force. We change lives one swing at a time.
Hey, I think that's wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm gonna find your Facebook page and your Instagram, so you might get something from the Gummy Bear Golf Pro. So if you see that, that's just me. And
awesome.
Again,
I love the name.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. And after the tournament, we'd like to catch back up with you and hear about the results and have you back on the show again.
Good luck.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Dave. And give my thanks to Mike for allowing us to be on and talk about our stuff. I really appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
Great. You too. Thanks.
All right, Doc. We appreciate you. You have a blessed night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break before we have to wrap this up. Man, that was powerful, Joe. That was powerful.
That's amazing. You know, right there. People do amazing things that, like you said, that we don't even know about. So,
well, folks, let's take a quick break before we wrap this up. You're listening to Joe and Dave, Golf After Hours. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Scott Schreiner Golf Course in the heart of Kerrville, where the beauty of the hill country meets the thrill of the game. Experience golf like never before on a meticulously designed 18-hole course, a golfer's paradise surrounded by nature's splendor. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting into the swing of things, our course caters to all skill levels, guaranteeing you have a top-notch golf experience. Discover Scott Schreiner Golf Course, where passion meets play in the heart of the hill country. Book your tee time today and let the adventure begin.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Are you ready to treat you and your friends to a great golfing experience? If so, it's time to tee it up at the Club at Star Ranch. Located in Hutto, just 30 minutes from Austin, the Club at Star Ranch offers manicured fairways, pure putting greens, and multiple tee options for all skill levels to enjoy. Home of the 4-hour round, the Club at Star Ranch is rated 4.6 stars and strives for course consistency so you and your friends can enjoy that golf experience you deserve. The Club at Star Ranch, where your next round awaits.
Welcome back to Golf After Hours with Mike and Dave. Our special guest host tonight is Joe Valentino. We wish Mike Rachman all the luck. Very powerful show tonight. We want to thank our guest, Mike Skiba, who's the director of golf and head professional down at the Bayou in Texas City, and Dr. Roberto, who came on in for Hardo, who came on in. And folks, you got to go look at the website, go look on Facebook and Instagram. What a great tournament. It's going to be happening the 20th of April. And it's all about healing the children golf tournament. Unfortunately, I can't be part of it, but I'd love to be part of something like that. But also want to thank Johnny Guajardo. As I say Fajardo, I say Johnny Guajardo, GA Media, who day in and day out keeps us running here at Golf After Hours and the Texas Golf Insider. Without his insight and everything, Johnny, we wouldn't be here without him, man. He's our unsung hero of the podcast. And Johnny, hats off to you. And tell your dad sorry that Tiger has to walk all that way in a day and a half. I know your dad loves Tiger Woods. Also want to thank my good friend, my pal of many, many, many years, Joe Valentino. He is the man of mystery up in North Texas.
Mystery. Thanks, Dave.
You are the man of mystery, and works with the Texas Golf Insider, even though he's supposedly retired. But he is one of the best damn putters in the world. Only if Rachman could get it to the hole and show us the line correctly, Joe would have made all the putts at Landa Park the other day. But
well, we had a fun time. It was great seeing you. Not so much Mike,
You see him enough. Yeah, this is the time we take the pot shots at Mike. Hopefully Waldo can find himself home tonight. But folks, we had a great time like we always do. And Joe, thank you again for coming in at the last second and saving the day.
A lot of fun, Dave. A lot of fun. Jonathan, a lot of fun. Thank you.
That's what we're all about, folks, having fun. We're not the crusty old cigar smoking, cardigan wearing guys. We like to just have fun with the Golf After Hours. And again, we're broadcasting live from GA Media and TGI Studios, which is around the world. So with that being said, folks, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to be in Edwards Air Force Base in the middle of the desert next week broadcasting. Rachman will be back. Johnny will be at A&M. We're all over a place all over again, but every day we're here for you guys, and we love what we do, or we wouldn't do it. So with that being said, folks, you do what it takes to keep yourself safe. We'll see you again next Wednesday evening. As we always say, rain or shine, book your tee time.
Book your tee time.
We'll see you next week, folks. Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
Landa Park Golf Course offers an exceptional golf experience to players of every level. This newly redesigned 18-hole public course, nestled along the Comal River, combines a challenging layout with spectacular Texas Hill Country views. Located in the heart of historic New Braunfels, Landa Park Golf Course is convenient to players from Dallas to San Antonio and everywhere in between. Escape the routine. Call the Pro Shop to book your tee time today or visit us online at landaparkgolfcourse.com.
Just minutes north of San Antonio on Highway 281, you will find Valor Creek Golf Club in Blanco, Texas. Valor Creek is now offering stay and play packages starting at $150 per person per night. Relax in the beautifully furnished Tuscany Heights condominium and walk out your front door and play one of the Hill Country's premier semi-private golf courses. So break away from the city and make Valor Creek the perfect getaway for a peaceful weekend or family outing. Call us now at 830-833-0706 or go to www.vcgc.golf. That's VC.
Step into this clubhouse and you're stepping into history. Walk this fairway and imagine you're in the gallery of one of the first PGA Tour events, or cross this bridge and know that Nelson, Hogan, Palmer, and Crenshaw each crossed it first. Because this is Brackenridge Park, the oldest 18-hole public golf course in Texas, site of the first Texas Open and home to the Texas Golf Hall of Fame. Set your tee time today and step into history at Brackenridge Park.